another opportunity for buy, build, and grow. There is a lot of capacity expansion in this platform. We can deploy growth capex. We can also add more capacity to the current facilities, which are at the moment are at capacity utilization of 80%.
Hello, you're watching Proactive. Joining me in the studio today are Hagai Shilo, the Managing Director, Joel Ntamirira, the Vice President of Cordiant Digital. Gents, thanks both very much for coming in. Joel, I'm going to start with you. Could you give us a very quick reminder of the Belgium data center acquisition?
Yeah, sure. So this is Cordiant's most recent acquisition. And at Cordiant, we have an investment mantra, which is buy, build, and grow. And simplistically, you can think about this as us doing the buy and the build at the same time. So we're acquiring a 50% stake in a data center operator in Belgium called Datacentre United. And at the same time, we're providing Datacentre United with funding to make another acquisition. So Datacentre United will be acquiring Proximus's data center assets, and Proximus is the incumbent telecom operator in Belgium. The combined business will be the largest retail and wholesale co-location operator in Belgium. It will have 40 million of revenues, 15 million of EBITDA, and we will be partnering with the current shareholders of DCU, and we're excited for that partnership, that being Tink, who is a Belgian listed investment trust, and Friso Heringsma, who is the co-founder and CEO of Datacentre United.
Could you give us a bit of background? How did the acquisition come about?
Yeah, sure. So these were two distinct opportunities that came to us separately, but following our initial assessment of the opportunities, we actually realized that there is a lot of strategic complementarity by combining these two assets, and I'll give you some examples. So Datacentre United has a strong leadership team in Friso, who is the co-founder and CEO, as well as a strong management team, whereas the Proximus site did not have a management team, so by combining the two assets, you solve the management issue. The other point to note is that Datacentre United primarily operates in the Flanders region outside of Brussels. The Proximus sites are strictly within Brussels, so by combining the two companies, you fill the Brussels gap, if you will, and actually allow the combined group to have a national platform. And so we saw that there was a lot of strategic complementarity in combining the two, and so we pushed to execute the combination as one transaction, and that's what we're currently doing. In addition, I mean, it's worth noting that clearly this is quite a complex transaction. But the complexity is just a function of us really trying to create an opportunity for us to invest in an attractive platform. And similarly, I think our operational expertise gave us the confidence to really lean into that complexity and ultimately achieve an outcome which is quite remarkable in that it has exceptional potential.
Hagai, let me bring you in here. What does this deal mean for the Cord investment case?
Yeah, this needs to be judged in three levels. First, we're acquiring a market-leading platform at 13.3 times EV/EBITDA multiple, which is a very attractive multiple. Second, we're further diversifying Cord, both geographically and also from a subsector perspective. We're going to add Belgium into the mix, and we also now have more data center and cloud revenue going forward. At the moment, we have operations in Czech Republic and also in New York. And the third element is another opportunity for buy, build, and grow. There is a lot of capacity expansion in this platform. We can deploy growth capex. We can also add more capacity to the current facilities, which are at the moment are at capacity utilization of 80%.
And Joel, the main growth opportunities for this new entity?
Yeah, I mean, simply following on from what Hagai said, I think there's a lot of opportunity for growth. So there's a strong presence in Belgium of EU institutions and government institutions, as well as enterprises and corporates. So that's a rich base of prospective customers for the group. We've identified 11 megawatts of expansion potential today, and we're going to fund that throughout the next decade. So we're going to deploy 100 million in highly accretive capex to fund that. Most of that will be in building expansion, which actually should achieve higher yields, but some of this will be in brownfield and greenfield opportunities as well.
Guys, so what do you see as the next steps for Cord? You seem relatively confident that this approach can deliver further opportunities for the company and for shareholders.
Yes, with this transaction, we're further cementing Cordiant's position in the marketplace as a fund and a manager which can execute a very complicated transaction in a very disciplined way, valuation-wise. We also have more than 250 million pounds of liquidity at the moment, and we can further deploy this liquidity into growth capex, into bolt-on acquisitions, and we hope to do that in the future.
Well, I hope you'll keep us posted on any progress. Thank you both very much for coming in today.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
having us.
That's Hagai Shilo, the Managing Director, Joel Ntamirira, the Vice President of Cordiant Digital.